Missile Launcher Test Run. Seems successful. Oh yeah, seems successful indeed. Well, that takes quite a chunk out, doesn't it? One more go up here. Ouch! Well, that's going to save on some time blowing this place up, clearing out the desert. Now, let's see, how did I make this weapon of mass destruction? Now then guys, welcome back to another episode on Dystopia³. I'm having a look at some explosives. I'm going to blow stuff up. The Colonel is working on something. And I've been looking through the list of missiles in the Intercontinental Ballistic Missiles mod. And while there's some really cool ones, like I think we've seen red matter and antimatter. We've just decided we're not going to be able to do. We're not going to do them. It's going to be bad for the server. So both teams have decided no red matter, no antimatter, because, well, it'll just lag us out, and that won't be good for recording, and it won't be fun to watch because it's going to be laggy. So we're going to stick to a bit more focused, sort of like tier 2 and tier 1 missiles. Tier 3 missiles, I think we might go for a nuke. Maybe EMPs and the like. But I'm going to look through to find out what we can make with the resources that we are mining up. Now the first one is a conventional missile, which has TNT and redstone, which we've got all of that sorted out, and that gives us 3. And that could make us 3 conventional missiles. Nice and simple. So I like the look of those. So those have been ready, so we've got conventional missiles sorted. Shrapnel missiles. Now, skeletons, arrows, or making arrows, not easy to sort out. So the chances of shrapnel or anything to do with shrapnel is out, because we just can't automate it quickly enough. Incendiary. Incendiary is sulfur and lava bucket. We could possibly manage that if we weren't using all the sulfur to make the gunpowder to make the TNT. Repulsive. I'm not sure that it's going to make that much difference. I want to blow stuff up, so I'd rather fire 50 conventional missiles instead of just one of these. Incendiary debilitation. Debilitation needs some sulfur and water. Again, no problem. We can manage that. Chemical. I'll leave the chemical. Yeah, this poison powder is spider eyes and rotten flesh. We're not going to get enough of those to make those ones. Anvil missiles. In testing, I've found that anvil missiles do nothing. Just literally, they haven't done anything for me, and they require a load of explosives and a damaged anvil. Which, yeah, I don't get why that's even in there. Impulsive, attractive. Attractive is another one. I'm not sure why it's got double condensed explosives to make attractive explosives. Don't know what that does, but I might set the recipe up just so we can mess about with it a bit. Fragmentations require shrapnel, so that's not in. Contagious requires chemical, so that's not in. Sonic. Now, Sonic I've just been looking at, and note blocks, repulsive, and bronze ingots. Repulsive's easy because it's too condensed. The note blocks are easy because it's just wood with a redstone. And the bronze is easy enough because we can just do tin and copper together. So overall, Sonic seems like a good one, and I've seen Sonic in action. Not Sonic the Hedgehog. I've seen Sonic explosives in action, and they look wicked, and it's also Sento's preferred missile choice. Breaching missiles, I've tested those, and they don't look great. It's easy enough to make, but they don't seem to be great. I don't know what breaching does. So if you've got any ideas, put the answers in the comments, because in testing in a creative world, I didn't see breaching missiles do anything. Rejuvenation. I like the idea of the rejuvenation missiles, but this is war. So, well, we can get all of that sort of stuff anyway if we wanted to. Thermobaric. Thermobaric. In chemical and incendiary, so that's not going to happen. And then we're on to the big stuff. So, I've picked out a few that I think we're going to go with. Conventional missiles we're going to go with. I think we're going to go with repulsive missiles, just because we're going to use that recipe anyway. Attractive missiles are too condensed together to make an attractive. We'll do that. Frag, contagious, sonic. I think we'll do sonic. So I think conventional and sonic, with a few other options, are going to be the way forward. Now, this AE system is pretty full of junk at the minute because I've brought down 4 discs from Sento's area. So they're here. I've got them. I've got everything that we have stored on ME drives at the minute because there seems to be a power short problem up at Sento's. And I've got enough power to manage stuff here, but every time I pop back to Sento's, I can't get into the AE system, so I had to bring all the discs down to get things working. That does mean that I've also switched off the void chest because I don't want to void out all of the dirt we've had stored away and all the cobble because we may need it for something. Yeah? I don't want to store all that, take all that out. And yeah, these precision export buses will only be operating when there's something on the receiving end, and if the AE system isn't taking anything out of the box, the interface. If the AE system isn't taking everything out of the interface, then it won't go anywhere, so it's got nothing to do. So, I reckon I've got a bit of a plan to make those few missiles that we just pointed out and automate them. One of the things that I'm going to need to do is sort out copper and tin. Oh, I've got another powered furnace, that's nice. Induction smelter, that's good. But no pulverizer, so I need to... Hello, sheepy. What are you doing out here? Give me your wool. Thank you. As you can see, this has been farming up nicely. I've had quite a bit of wheat farming going on to keep that going up to date. And I've still got quite a bit of wheat in here to go and refill again. But at the minute, there's quite a lot of wool. There's quite a bit of wool. I think I've got so much now. Yeah, 687. I don't need any more copper wires right now, so I'm just chilling on 687 wool. That's fine for me. That's good. But now I want to get myself another pulverizer. And the pulverizer is there. Okay, so we've got that. Have we got any of that in there? No. So let's make some stuff. Let's get some of that. One of those in there. Let's get a piston. Let's put one of those in there. Let's get a redstone reception coil. Put one of those in there. And then try again. Ding. Thank you, pulverizer. Okay, so we've got the pulverizer. That's going to be the first thing. And I've set up a slot down here for the pulverizer. So we can start setting it up to pulverize tin. Let's see, I did want it on this. Yeah, I gave a power supply there. Did I put... Yes, I did. Good, good. Alright, I'm way ahead of myself here. So, let's get ourselves some tin ore. Now, Sento's got a setup for tin ore to be tripled. And while that's an excellent thing, really wish I could just duplicate that and get it sorted. I don't have the space down here, and this is sort of trying to keep everything separate. I mean, those AE chips that are carrying all this data, I'll be taking back up to the base and plugging them back into the main system. But this is where that's going to go. And that's going to be always active, and we can just move single items, it'll be fine. Move single items, so that'll now receive, but it needs to receive from the top, and then it will exit to the side. Right, so we may as well just send it that way. There we go. In fact, we'll send it so that it's got everything that gets produced goes that way, and that's that bit done. Next up, we need to do some. We need that powered furnace in place, which is there. So I need a power supply and all that sort of stuff. Let me grab some stuff and set things up. This is pretty much the same as last episode. So let me just go and get things set up in some form of order. You know how I do it now. I'll just show you the sequence of events. And I'll put some recipes into the big AE machine over there as well. And then I'll be back with you in a little bit. Well, okay then, we're back. And I think I've got this set up enough now to a point that I can start messing about and do some missile launching. So, we sorted this section out in the last couple of episodes. We've got the liquid transposer filling up fuel buckets as soon as I request them. The fuel comes in from there, the bucket comes in from there, fills it up, puts it into there. That is also making the basic circuits and the missile modules that we need to make everything. So they're all set up, and those and this one here as well, which is exporting condensed explosives. Those two are linked to level emitters, so they don't make too much go on. And this pulverizer here is going to be processing any tin ore. And this powered furnace here is going to be cooking any pulverized tin from the tin ore, which is basically just going to receive it from there. And then this induction smelter. Now the induction smelter is pretty clever. It's taking tin in slot green slot at the minute. We'll call it green slot, okay? Now this is outputting to the left into the induction smelter. And the induction smelter on the right has the green slot. So you tell it what your first material is. This is one of the reasons why I changed it round a bit, so that this pulverizer doesn't receive tin and just throw it straight into the induction furnace. That it's got to go through a powered furnace first, and then the powered furnace, instead of just dumping it into there, because that might be full, it goes through the AE system and down for the copper ingots. That's it, copper ingots. This one pulverizes it and sends it this way, and that one comes down that way. I couldn't have both coming in from the side here. So we've got that rigged up nicely with the copper ingots coming in that way. And then the finished product, the bronze that comes out of it, goes over into here and back into the system. And I'm pretty pleased that it's all up and running nicely now, because that means I can start making missiles. So I'll put a few recipes over here in the crafting cube, and these recipes are: we have our conventional missile, which is a missile module and condensed explosives, all made from quarries. The quarrying all comes through this process to make that. With the wool from the sheep farm. That's the only other thing. This is a missile module and repulsive explosive. Repulsive explosives are two condensed explosives. Very simple. So there's two types of missiles we can easily create within this system. And sonic missiles was the other one we picked out. Sonic missiles require sonic explosives. Sonic explosives require note blocks and repulsive explosives. Well, repulsive explosives we've got there. Note blocks, we've got note blocks here. Note blocks require redstone, we mine it, and spruce wood planks, which we get from the surface. It's any wood planks really, but I've put spruce wood because I'm cutting down spruce trees, so I'll have plenty of spruce wood in, and then that one's just making the planks for me. So the AE system should now be able to create any of those three on demand. So should we have a look? Should we have a look, see what we can get on demand? So let's stored items. Let's actually craftable stored craftable. Here we go. So we've got all sorts of junk in here that I've still got to move up, but we've got repulsive and sonic in here. So let's see what missiles have I currently got in the system. Let's do missile. That might help. Right, so I've got 22 missile modules currently, conventional, repulsive and sonic. Let's go with 10 conventional, because I reckon I'm going to need those. Instantly crafted 10 conventional, and then the missile modules goes back up to 20. Repulsive. Let's get 5 of those. Begin. Okay, well, makes 5 just straight away, and then fills up the missile modules to 20 again. Sonic. Let's have 3 Sonics. Begin. And let's see what they do. 1, 2. Oh, power shortage. Struggled a bit there. The AE system still not getting quite enough power. There it is. 3 Sonics. So it finally had enough after all of that. It'll catch up again in a minute. There we go. 3 Sonics. Ha! I may have to go and connect up the next part of my plan as well, because the 3 quarries I'm running and all the machines I keep adding don't quite add up to how much energy I'm producing per tick. So we'll deal with that now. As you can see, though, it's pretty fast. This thing with having all of the just having 1 assembly chamber and all 7 crafting CPUs means it crafts really, really fast. And because I've set everything up to automatically produce the materials I need from the quarry input, well, it just constantly keeps itself going. Now, where is it? Where is it? Liquidux, there we go. Put those to one side for a minute. Oh, I've got tons of these now. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, and the way up on top of here now is over here. Let's see if this... I've started expanding this upward. Parkour fail or just fall off fail? Fail, fail, fail. Right. Yeah, I've got over here. This energy crystal is currently just literally getting ripped out of by a couple of quarries. And the same on this side, I believe. So I've put in some more banks of the engines. So I think that's another 6 engines I've put in there, and room to come on the top. But I found out that the steam was going down from the bottom boiler alone. It couldn't manage with all 18 engines going at once. So I've left it so that I can attach. Let's see. It was all steam now, wasn't it? Yeah, it's got plenty of steam now. Okay, let's attach that to there. And let's attach that to there. So now they're both getting steam from there. And we can also go there and there to make it a bit faster. I have boink, boink. There we go. Right, so the steam should quickly get those powered. And that gives us another 6 running at the same time as all the others below. But these ones, if you can just about make out, are running into these energy conduits here, which go straight into the quarries and the crystal at the bottom here. So that crystal should be receiving 3 more engines worth, really. It's not filling up any faster, but it will alleviate the bottom engines to keep pumping to get the power for the AE system. And I really need my AE system right now, so I need it to function. There we go. Right, so now I want to do some testing. And I also need to clear out the desert a bit more. So we're going to make one of these, a rocket launcher. Now, steel buttons, no problem. Radar gun and cruise launcher are the big things we need here. So let's check out radar gun. That looks like it should be almost all in the AE system already. We just need that button. Okay, so we can do something about that very simply. Let's get a button. That's that one. Boink. And we can make a button in here. There we go. And we'll stick the button in the crafting recipe to complete it. That's like the trigger. So we got ourselves a radar gun. Okay. Now the other thing that we needed was one of these bad boys. And these are a little bit more difficult, because there's several stages. There's all sorts of stages going on here. So let's start at the beginning. So we want these steel plates. 1, 2, 3 steel plates. Okay. And we're going to want this launcher, which is even more steel plates. Okay. Well, it's got those, so that's not too bad. So we're there, and that is that first. Okay. Let's get a few of those, because I know I'm going to need them. And that's why I'm making all the copper. Let's pop them into there. Right, so So we've got our tier 1 launcher support frames. What's the tier 1 launcher? Lapis blocks, that's not bad. We can do a lapis block. We'll get a few of those out, because we're going to need those, aren't we? Let's pop them into there. I plan on building lots and lots of these. Not the rocket launchers themselves, but the platforms and all that. Let's go right down to the basics there. Oh, I need some of those. Okay, well we can do that. Let's see. Circuits. Why didn't it put the circuit in there? I think I set it up to have 10 circuits in at all times, didn't I? So, there must be a problem. Let's go and have a look, see where the problem is. Because we've got... I think no, they're on the next run. We've got them being auto-crafted. Is it there? No. Is it there? Yeah, there we go. Basic circuits. And when we've got missile module... because the missile modules are there, it won't do basic circuits for me. So let's take basic circuits out of the equation. Yeah, condensed explosives, because I need those circuits for this now as well. So I'll make another circuit quickly. I'll stop it from auto-crafting by doing it like that. Let's have a look at circuit. So we can craft those. Let's craft one, begin. Put that in there, and that gives us a launch platform tier 1. Actually, let's craft 10 more. And we will make one. We'll make 10. There we go. Because I'm going to use them, because they are the core component for every single missile that I'm going to launch in this game. So that's the platform 1. So where's this then? This is that. Okay. So I just need to craft myself. Well, let's craft another 10 of those. Fine. If it's got to use some wool up and things, it knows how to do it. So we'll do that and that. And we'll just take a couple of advanced circuits. Pop them into there. And back over this, we need to have that, which is that. Now we can get one of those. Awesome. And now for the launcher stage 2. That one, that one, and that one. We get a launcher stage 2. Awesome. And launcher stage 3 is that. We can get one of those now. Awesome, awesome. And then we're into the support frame, which is that. We can't quite make that one as it is, so what are we missing? The middle block, which was a tier 1 support frame. I thought I had that. I thought I had plenty of those. Let's check. Frame. Yeah, we've got plenty of those, so it must have been the next one up then. So we get there, we go that. That's a tier 2 support frame, which requires that. Let's make a few of those as well, because we'll need those. So, no, I've just done that one. Back to that. There we go. So, now we need that. Yep, we can have that. We can have that. We can have that. And now, can we have this? Yes, we can. Awesome. So we got that now. Cool. Right. And then with the rocket launcher, we need it like that. So I think... Where's the radar gun gone? I'm sure I put a radar gun in there. Let's have a look. Gun. Yeah, there it is. Let's put that in there. And we also need another button. I may as well just make a load of buttons, I think, to put them in. Can always make a load more of this stuff, can't I? Let's put 63 buttons in there, so I've always got a few. I'll plan on making all of the guys one of these, so that should work sooner or later. So that is that. And I still need that gun. Does that gun need charging up first? Let's see from the recipe. Yeah, the gun looks like it's got no charge on it, but that's, I don't know. There. Okay, let's take all of this out of the system. Sometimes with these mods, you get the problems that you've got just too many conflicting mods doing things together, and so I'm going to try and do this in a normal crafting bench, because sometimes NEI can't spring it across for me. Let's see before I go and charge that up. Now, looks like I need to charge that up first before I can make one of these. Even though that says no charge or anything, it looks like I've got to charge it up first and then charge this up as well. That to me sounds a bit odd. So I'm going to check it. I think I'm going to have to check it because that's the right recipe for everything. I'm going to have to check that out. Oh, that's got 100 on it. It's got... okay. Let's take this and go and charge it up somewhere. Where can I charge this up? I think I can charge it up at the HQ in the pyramid. So I'll be right back in a minute when I've charged it up. And in fact, I may as well go to the surface, because once I've made that missile launcher, I'm going to take some missiles and we're going to test them out on the desert for the last little bit of this episode, because I've got desert to remove anyway. So we'll take those. Wow, I've got to do it like that. Well, let's just take them all. I want all of them. Yeah, baby. Okay, so I'm taking all of my missiles, parts to make the missile launcher, and I'll meet you on the surface somewhere up there in a little while to clear some desert missile power. Well, alrighty then. We've seen what the conventional missiles can do. Now let's have a look at what one of these big bad Sonics can do. Now, the rocket launcher needs charging after a little while. You see that those first few shots that I've just messed around with for the intro of this video have used up 5 kilojoules per missile. They were tier 1s, 5. So let's see how this Sonic works. Now I think we're going to need to get a bit of a better view for this, because as I recall, this is a pretty awesome effect. Let's go up here. Now, oh, that's looking cool. Doodot started working on that. I'm not going to spoil it for him. We're going to watch his videos for that one. Right then, so speaking of videos, Dystopia videos will start coming out from all of the guys on the team. We've had a bit of a lull. I want to get higher for this one, actually. Let's go up here. As long as I don't blow myself up, I'll be alright. We've had a bit of a lull where people have run out of things to do, all except for me and my secret projects and all that. A lot of the things seem to have been done. I mean, whoa, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Right. Yeah, a lot of the things that people needed to do seem to have got done. But I've been working on this huge project of sorting out the missile factory, for one, which I've recorded. And I've also just been clearing out the desert here, just to flatten it down, smooth it out, and turn it into a proper missile base. Well, a proper base altogether, really, just cleaning it all up, so that when we have this big final fight, the place is going to look awesome. All ready for the Americans to blow up, unless we can put the defences in place. Bang, bang, bang. You banging on our doors. I'm going to kill you. It's not up there. Where are you? Where are you? You've been banging on that door. Get off my doors. What? Front bunker's not safe anymore? What is this? We shall do something about that some other time. Right now, however, I have to test this missile launcher out. Let's just get on with it. Let's just get on with it. The team will be gathering. That's what I can say about some things. The team will be gathering on Wednesdays. And we will be coming over here together and doing what we do best. Working together as a team. And we're going to get loads done around the place. Lots of things for you to look at. Not everything's going to be recorded, but a lot of things may be recorded. So it depends what you'll see. You'll probably see them Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Depends on who's recording and how much time they get. and what other things come of it. But let's blow some stuff up and finish this episode. Right. So this is the Sonic missile. Now this is pretty spectacular. Let's hope it does the job. Wow. Did you hear that? That's screaming Ebis. And what it's done is it's just blasted all of the blocks that were in a large area there and just sent them flying into the air, and they're all over the place now. Look, they're scattered, which is why I wanted to be so far away. Scattered all over the place, stacked oddly and all sorts. I mean, how does that land like that? Minecraft physics for you, that is. Right, so that was that missile. Now, this revulsion, where is it? There we go. Repulsive missile. Let's just see how cool a repulsive missile is. Let's do it from here as well. Let's go. Boing. See, that sand hasn't moved. But it doesn't look any better than a conventional missile, does it? I mean, a conventional missile, let's do one next to it here. A conventional missile looks better than that one. So I have no real clue as to why I would make any more of the repulsive missiles. If you've got answers to these questions about the missiles and things like that that are cool, tell us what they're used for, because that repulsive must have a use. But it doesn't seem to be as much mass destruction as just a standard missile. Anyway guys, Dystopia³ is coming to your screens, to your YouTube, to your eyes. You will be able to put the Dystopia in your eyes and watch all of the good stuff very soon. We're all getting back together as a team to get the final parts of this war effort sorted out, and we will be back on Dystopia³ very soon. See you soon. Thank you very much, and goodbye.